Dr. Phoenyx, and today we've got a cool episode on deck. During the first part of this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 simple and very effective tips to help you get rid of belly fat faster. And then on the second part of this episode, I'm going to be playing a little game with you guys. I'm going to ask a pop quiz question. And for those of you who get the question right, it's going to be testing on who's paying attention to my videos and who's learning a lot. If you get the question right, you will get free shipping at my FitBeauty Shop on anything you want to purchase from my shop. So a little reward from me to you, for all of you guys who are checking out my video, learning a lot from my video, enjoying my videos. I'm just going to offer you guys free shipping as a bonus to you. But you got to get the pop quiz question right, and it's only for 24 hours. So at the end of this video, make sure you get over there, put in the correct answer, and you'll get free shipping. All right. So let's jump in with the first 3 tips, or the 3 simple tips for losing belly fat faster. So I want to start right off with the most important factor, the factor that is going to form the foundation of losing belly fat, and it's the factor that most people neglect, and that is your diet. So some of you may have heard the saying that abs are made in the kitchen. Why do we say that? It's because a lot of people tend to over-focus on exercise when they're trying to lose weight. And the fact of the matter is, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. The average person just doesn't have the amount of hours needed during the day to do it. So if you don't get your diet in check, you're going to put yourself in a position of, no matter how hard you exercise, you're still going to be behind the 8 ball, and you may be losing a lot of weight, but then you still notice this pooch going on with your belly, because this belly area is actually the last part of our body that tends to lose weight for a lot of people, especially women. So when I say getting your diet in check, 2 key things that I want you to focus on. Number 1, getting enough water in your diet. A lot of people were just not drinking enough water each day. And the reason why we want to get enough water is twofold. Reason number 1, because of the fat burning process requiring water. I did a video on this a little while ago, so if you want the more extended reason, just check out that video. I'm gonna leave a link above. But basically, the fat burning process, the whole biochemical process, beta oxidation is what it's called, requires water. And if you don't give your body enough water, you are literally going to slow or even stall the fat burning process. So on average, if you are a woman, it's recommended by the Institute of Medicine and other organizations that you get around 90 ounces of water a day. That's just under a gallon. I drink about a gallon of water each day. So if you want to go over the 90, that's cool, but make sure you stay within the 90 range. That's going to be ample water. Second reason why you want to get enough water in your diet, and this is something that you might not even realize, especially if you deal with bloating and you think the way to handle bloating is to take in less water. The reason why people get bloated a lot is because their body is doing a kind of safeguard or compensatory mechanism to hold on to water. So basically how it goes is, when you are dehydrated, when you're not getting enough water, your water goes into self-preservation mode. Your body goes into self-preservation mode, so it wants to hold on to more water. So by being dehydrated, you're actually putting yourself at risk of being bloated, because your body does not want to get rid of that water. It wants to hold on to it. On the flip side, if you start giving your body more water, guess what? It's going to start releasing the excess water. So now puffiness is going to go down, and you're going to better be able to facilitate the fat burning process in addition to that. So get enough water. Second part of nutrition on how to get rid of belly fat faster is to lower your sugar intake. Okay, so when people set out to eat healthier, to lose weight or get rid of belly fat, they usually follow something like an 80-20 rule, okay? And while the 80-20 rule is awesome, I think it's a great place to start. Unfortunately, that can be a little bit vague for some people. They need a little bit more structure, and I believe what you need to be honing in more specifically is your sugar intake. And when I say specifically, your sugar intake should range between 25 to 50 grams a day, no more than 50. And why I'm saying 25, I'm actually going by the American Heart Association's recommendation, which is on the lower end. And I think that's great that they put it at 25, less than 25 grams, because it's going to really get you in that mindset of trimming out extra sugar from your diet, which is going to be good for you health overall. Good for your health overall. On 50, the higher end of the spectrum, other organizations say you can go upwards to 50 grams. That's like the upper limit. So I just say between the 2 ranges, between 25 to 50 grams of sugar, that's a good place to stay if you don't want to follow the American Heart Association's more stricter sugar recommendation. But keep in mind, The lower you go on your sugar intake, the faster it's gonna be to get rid of belly fat. That's why low carb diets are so awesome for helping us lean out and get flat abs and six-pack abs, because low carb diets are going right after that sugar intake, okay? So just keep that in mind. You can stay within that range of 25 to 50, but the lower you go, the faster the belly fat is gonna be gone, okay? Now let's move on to tip number 2, exercise. So now that you've got your diet in check, what should you be doing exercise-wise? And this is a mistake that a lot of people make when they go and they just try to exercise overall. If you are really trying to burn off some fat from your body and belly fat, you need to start focusing on compound exercises rather than just going in the gym and just picking random exercises, picking up a dumbbell and curling that. You need to do compound exercises. And compound exercises are types of exercises that recruit many major muscle groups at one time, okay? So you're working many major muscles all at once. So I'm talking about things like deadlifts, okay, where you're going down and you're picking up a heavy weight, so you're engaging your back, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, pretty much everything. Another compound exercise, great one, is squats, pull-ups, push-ups are another great, burpees are an awesome compound exercise, jump rope, kettlebells. You guys get the gist. It's like on the opposite end of an isolation exercise is what we call it, when you pick up a dumbbell and you just do some dumbbell curls, okay? All you're doing is working your bicep when you do isolation exercises. When you do compound exercises, because you're recruiting so many major muscle groups, you're gonna really be able to crank up the fat and calorie burn. So a simple way to go about it is strength training. You guys should be doing strength training at least 2 to 3 times a week. When you hit the gym to do strength training exercises, forget about the isolation exercises for the time being, okay? If you want to throw them in at the end of your workout for a few minutes, that's fine. But the bulk of your workout should be compound exercises. So like I said, the burpees, the squats, the pull-ups, the dips, the deadlifts. That's where the money's gonna be at to start burning off that extra body fat to get your stomach flatter and leaner, okay? And then finally, third tip for getting rid of belly fat faster is to actually be patient. Like I said earlier in this video, belly fat is pretty much the last bit of fat to go. Most oftentimes people see that they're losing weight, they're being good about their diet and their exercise plan, and they're toning up and they're leaning up everywhere, but then they look at their belly and there's still this pooch and they get discouraged. They think they're doing something wrong, and you're not. It's just the progression of things. Oftentimes belly fat is the last bit of fat to go, so you just gotta crank it through. You gotta be patient, stay with the diet, stay with the exercise, and eventually the belly fat is going to go. One more point that I also wanted to make, and it's tying into the pop quiz question that I'm gonna ask you guys, is that people, when they get discouraged and the belly fat isn't going away fast enough, one mistake that they do is they try to crank up exercise. So you start exercising like a madman because you figure, I just need to go harder with my exercise. And this is actually a bad thing. You don't want to do this because your body needs time to rest and recover in between exercise days. So if you want to do a strength training day where you're doing a lot of compound exercises to burn some fat, some calories, that's cool. But in between, you should do one day on, one day where you do low intensity like walking or yoga, so your body can cool down, come down, rest and recover, okay? Rest and recovery is very, very important to the whole fat loss, muscle building process. If you overdo it with exercise, you can actually counteract things and make it harder for you to lose belly fat. So keep that in mind. Now, let's move on to the pop quiz question. And this pop quiz question actually ties right in perfectly to this last tip on rest and recovery. So here's the pop quiz. And the answer is a hormone. So the question is, I am a hormone and I am your major stress hormone. I'm also called your belly fat hormone. The thing about me is when I get elevated, it's actually harder for you to lose belly fat. So you want to keep me low and at stable levels. Also, if you exercise too much and don't give yourself enough time to rest and recover, I also become elevated, which means it will be harder for you to lose belly fat. What is my name? Okay, what's the name of that hormone? All right, so that is the pop quiz question. That's the answer to if you know the answer to the question, head over to my site, put that in the coupon code section, and you will get free shipping for 24 hours, and only US residents can take advantage of this free shipping offer. Sorry, international guys, but this applies to only US residents because I'm in the US. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, I want you to drop down in the comment section. Do not put the answer to the pop quiz question in the comment section, but I want you to drop down in the comment section and let me know if these belly fat tips were helpful to you. If these are things that you're going to start implementing into your plan, if you've been struggling with losing belly fat, drop down and let me know what your thoughts are on this video. And that's it. So it was my pleasure. As always, I'm Dr. Phoenyx, and I look forward to seeing you guys in another episode of my Fit 4 in 1 very, very soon. Peace.